Hello and welcome to Hobby Vlog number 161. Now this week has felt much more productive to me. I've certainly enjoyed my hobbying more, but looking at it, there's not as many clips as I thought there was. So it does go to show that when I think I've not done much, I end up having done lots. And this week I thought I was going to be back to normal. I was like, yeah, I've done it. But no, all that's happened is that when I've been hobbying, I've been enjoying it. So you can't knock that, can you? It's been a nice mix of projects, so I really hope that you enjoy this, and I will wrap this intro section up now and see you at the end. Well, that second coat worked really well. That's now rock hard. So what I'm going to do now is just seal in the static grass that I put in. Now, you'll know I'm a big fan of Geek Gaming stuff, but this spray bottles that I get never really seem to work for me. So what I do when I'm using the sealant is I actually make use of a dropper. I have these. They're actually a little bit big, but I've never bothered to go and get some smaller ones. And I find that this is a much better way of applying this than trying to use the spray. So you can just dropper it on like that, and it will seal it in, and it dries nice and clear. So yeah, and that will be the last step on this, I think. I'm not going to do anything else. Just, as I say, just seal this in. You sometimes need to break the surface tension a bit. If you find that being really difficult, then get yourself some 99% alcohol, and that will break the surface tension and make it a lot easier to use. But also just stabbing it on like this does as well. So yeah, there we are. That's all the tough's done. So I'll let that dry, and then that's finished. This week I've been pottering away on the plane, and as you can see, I've got the undercarriage in place now. There's a few little bits and pieces that need to be done, and I need to paint it. But yeah, I've not been filming it very much because I've just been doing it in like a minute here and a few minutes there, and just nice to be so close now to getting this ready for basing. So yeah, I decided to show that. I'm not filming very much at the moment, just for various reasons, but I am still cracking on with this, and this is now really reaching the point of basing it and putting it and hanging it on and mounting it underneath the picture of my dad, which I cannot wait to do. So yeah, really happy. It won't take me very long to finish from this point, and once it's painted I will bring you along for the basing, and I will then be doing another plane straight after. I'm going to crack on. I've got lots and lots of planes to do, and I'm going to do another one, and I will do that as a separate video. But yeah, really happy to have just managed to get, literally a second ago, got the final little bit of this, which were the inside doors of that there. Got them glued in place, bit of a fiddler. You can see that I've got my very fine tweezers, which have helped a lot. But yeah, that's cool. So I'll start painting that tomorrow, hopefully get that done, and we'll be able to start basing. Well, today is the 1st of December, and against all the odds, I managed to get this finished, which was a rush in the end, but I'm really pleased that I did, and I think it looks great. I'm really happy, particularly with how the flowers have come out. Very pleased with how this has turned out, and obviously it's a larger model, so getting this done with everything that's been going on in my life this month has been quite a challenge, but challenges are there to be just given a go at, aren't they? And at least I did give it a go, and I've managed to do it. So that can now go on the shelf, which I've not yet started building, to collect them all together. And this is going to be the last one, which is not Printermancer. Can't actually remember where I got this one from. But obviously it's December, it's Christmas, so I've gone for a Christmas elf. So there we are. That's going to be a lot of fun. A little bit of a different thing, just to finish the month off. Yeah, well, we'll continue doing something of the same ilk next year. But yeah, let me get this painted up, and then I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll get the shelf done. We'll start on a similar challenge that I'm setting myself for 2023. Well, it's a little bit hard to see these against the background, but what I've got here is the Queen and the Eagle. Now, I can't remember who did this print. I'll try to remember to put it on screen. But this was a Kickstarter I did, and this is going to be another of my series of chopping board builds where you've got someone riding an animal. So it came with 4 different options for the rider. So that's one of them, which I might use. That's another one which I might use. Very similar. There's another one which I might use, and this one unfortunately I can't use because it had a very, very small print failure on the knee, as you can see, so that's not going to be an option. So I'll have a look at these and work out which one I want to use. I'm not entirely sure what the differences are. I just printed everything. I probably should have really looked at it more closely. I'm thinking maybe the one with the spear overhead. I quite like that. So it should be sitting on the eagle up here between the wings. So what I'm going to do first of all is obviously glue this together and paint it. Now what I have found, I've had a little bit of a play, and if anyone has any hints and tips or explanations why this happens, then leave a comment below. But the pin doesn't go into the hole, and I don't know entirely why, because they were well supported and everything was printed with default settings, but it seems to swell or not work at all. So what I'm going to have to do is, well, the front one goes in, but the back one doesn't want to. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut the pins off and glue it on. It's not going to be being played with actively, it's just going to be sitting on the shelf, so it won't risk getting damaged. So I'm going to clip those off, glue the wings to the eagle and get that painted separately, and pick which of the riders I'm going to use and get that painted separately. I'll bring you back to this probably. That's all pretty obvious stuff. Yeah, just use my grey primer and then probably use some speed paints, to be honest, because it'd be quite easy to do that. And then I'll bring you back when we come to do the actual base, because that's obviously the bit that I enjoy the most. Just to say, I was briefly considering, I found this bit of wood, which is awesome, when I was, this is pulled out my wood fire pile, and I was thinking about mounting it on that, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to keep it sticking to the chopping board theme, and I'll use that base in something else. So that's going to go in the pile, and when something good comes up, I will mount it on this awesome piece of wood that I found in my wood burning file. So there we are. Let's get going. I had a delivery yesterday from Limbo Division. I don't actually remember what these are, and I've not opened the box yet. So let's have a look. So this is Julie Igena Kayubi. I got number 115 of 500. Now I'm starting to get quite a good collection of these, and eventually I'm going to have to start making them. So that's that one. I've got so much stuff I can make. They're actually doing another release, and I've decided not to buy it, so I'm getting better. And this is Elisa Ice Food Bunny. That's much less in the box. I hope everything's there. I might have to actually open that and have a look and make sure everything's there, because that looks very, very small. So anyway, yeah, that's what I've got. They're pretty cool to have that. I'm going to check that one out and just make sure that everything's there and let them know if it's not, because yeah, I don't want to leave that for a year or two and then try to get them to send me a replacement if it isn't everything there, because they probably wouldn't, would they? So yeah, a couple of Limbo Division models. I'm not entirely sure if that's everything they're supposed to send me. I'll have to go and check my order history, but yeah, they do come nicely packed, and I really like the tins. They're very, very unique. So yeah, well, more deliveries. And this is a big delivery. So you can see it's from Noch, and these 2 big boxes are full of trees. Now they're for the model railway, so I will open them and have a quick look, but I'm not going to get them all out. The main reason I'm going to open the boxes is because there's actually a Christmas tree in here, which I would very much like to get over onto the Christmas railway. It is already around the tree. These took a little longer to arrive than I wanted, so I might leave that until next year now. I still want to look at it. So yeah, but 2 big boxes from Noch. I spent more money than I should have done on this. But yeah, I do have the new railway which is starting, and the new channel. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. The new channel, which will hopefully be coming in the new year when I actually start doing some proper work on the railway. So yeah, so most of this will be over there. But let's have a quick look and see what's arrived. and get into these boxes and be amazed at just how much money I spent, which is just ridiculous. All right, let's get this open then. So this is the bottom box that was piled up. And this is the heavier of the two boxes. Wowzers. It is, I went a bit nuts. It is absolutely chock full of trees. And right on the top, we have Christmas tree. And this Christmas tree actually does have lights. So, yeah, as soon as the lights go on, the Christmas spirit is guaranteed. This Christmas tree is equipped with LEDs. Connection is made to the light, flux output via the usual 16-volt transformer, suitable for AC/DC. Alternatively, the operation is possible with a 12-volt plug-in power supply. So I'll be doing the 12-volt, and I'll be wiring it up to the basically to the tracks. I think on the railway, the little railway. But I went a little bit, yeah, I kind of went a little bit nuts, as you can see. I've got here is an acacia. Here is, I'm not going to get too many out, as I say, I'm just going to have a quick look. Here is a beech, and they are absolutely amazing quality. I'm very pleased with how they're looking straight out of the box without really like pulling them out completely. Here is the silver birch, double trunk silver birch. Now people that know me will know how much I like silver birches. I've planted several on my own property. And the last one that I'm going to pull out of here now, just give me a second, right at the bottom. I am not disappointed at the quality. This is from Silhouette. This was a very pricey item, but it's a weeping willow, weeping birch, and that's beautiful, isn't it? They look great. So that's going to be good. So anyway, so I've got a whole bunch of these in here, and I will quickly open the second box and have a look. I'll quickly put things back now, and we'll have a look at the second box, see what's in there. All right, second box. Let's get this one opened and see what's in here. So my idea for these was to just get a whole bunch of high quality like foreground trees, and then I'll probably spend quite a bit of time making a load more for the background. So this is very much not as full. Lots and lots of packing material, but that's fine. And it only has 3 trees in it. However, look at those. They're amazing. There's 3 of these. So these are from Freon. A bit damaged actually, the box. So yeah, there we are. So that's a really cool thing to have received. Funny that this box literally is empty. But yeah, they'll come in projects I've got coming up, and you'll get to see me use them on the model railway for sure. These are not for wargaming. They are way too delicate. They'll break as soon as you look at them. If you were to try and move models around, if you knock them, they'll snap. So they're definitely not for wargaming. These are for the model railway. So yeah, you probably have to follow ARA Railroad if you want to see me use these. But I'll be shouting about that more as we get closer to the time. Anyway, there we are. Very, very cool. Right, so all of the black's done. I did a bit of it after we filmed. There's probably been a few. I can't remember what I filmed on this. But what we're going to do now is the dry brushing, isn't it, Roo? Yeah. So the way we're going to do this, I'm going to get brush paint onto the brush and show Rosie roughly how to do it, because it's been a while. You will do it. Once I've shown you a little bit, then you can give it a go. So we take most of the paint off on here, and then we come along and you have the brush up high. No, and and you don't brush very much. So you do it now, just do it very gently, very gently. No, don't need any more paint, just brush it very gently. Can you see the little bits of brown that's coming on? That's what we're trying to achieve. Okay, so we are going to dry brush all of this with this brown. No, can take some off here. There we are, keep going, that's enough. We're going to dry brush all of this, and then when that's done, we'll be coming to the flocking, which is your favourite part, isn't it, Roo? The sprinkles, as you call it. So yeah, we'll put some music on and you can watch how we do this. We're making some good progress on Smaug, which is cool. I thought I'd just kind of shoot a little shot here of how I'm having to work this. So I've got a little jar here, a little measuring cup, and that is what is supporting the wing on this side so that I can gain access to the underbelly. I had decided to actually not paint the entirety of him red, but I've changed my mind, so I'm coming back in, same paint. I'm still using my flat red, and yes, what you just saw did happen, and I did break off one of the claws the other day, but never mind. It will be able to go back in, go back on when I've finished doing this. It doesn't that doesn't need to be painted red. So yeah, so I'm going to actually paint the entirety of this red, and then what I'll do is I'll come along with other colours and bring them to the final colour as a kind of a wash or whatever filter over the top of this red. But anyway, yeah, mainly this is just to show just how awkward it is painting Smaug. You could probably do it in a different kind of like so paint in sections, but then it goes together so badly that you then have a whole load of touching up to do to cope with the fact that none of the bits go together very well. So I think gluing it all together is, for me, been the right choice. Anyway, not taking too long. I should have this all the red done, if not tonight. Probably not tonight because I need to do the bottom and then I'll have to turn him over and then do the top. But yeah, I should in the next couple of days have all of the red done, and then I'll bring you back again to talk about the next stage, whatever that's going to be. I haven't decided yet. 1st of December today. Still a chance of getting this done for Christmas, but I'm not stressing because if I don't get it done for Christmas, it'll also be awesome to give her for her birthday. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this. Lots and lots of red.
Let me see the green stuff.
Do you want to see the green stuff? This is our flock.
Wow.
Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to flock the base. So what you need to do, is you need to brush some glue. So get some glue on your paintbrush and brush a load of glue on there, just any way you want. Just brush it all over. Brush, brush, brush. A little bit more glue, take some more out. That's it, and brush it on. Brush it close to where you've already put it. Don't go all over the place.
Look,
yeah, I know, but don't do that again because that's not very tidy. But it doesn't really matter, you can do that if you want to actually. So yeah, paint that on. Whee! Now paint it around a bit. And then when you've got some painted, what we do, let's put your brush away. What we do, let me show you first and then you can do it. So we do, take a little pinch and then you just kind of sprinkle it on. So just take a little pinch and put it on over where the glue is, okay? Only over the glue if you can, that's it. Good girl, just a little pinch and then scatter it on, that's it, perfect. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to put more glue down now. So do you want to do the sprinkles and I'll do the glue? Is that how you want to do it?
Yes.
Okay, because the glue's a bit boring, isn't it? So let me just slap some glue down. And you've got the sprinkles is next to you. Give me a second to do a little bit of this and then you can get some glue and you can put it down where there's no sprinkles yet. Okay. So go for it. Put it on over the white stuff. Put it on over the glue. Don't worry about that. Go for it. You get some sprinkles. I'll carry it for you so it's closer. A little bit sparser than that, a little bit less in one place. Scatter it around loads. That's it. Gonna need to make some more flock at the rate you're using it, but that's fine. I'll be able to save a lot of this. That's a lot of flock. You need to do less than that. That's a lot. Do you see how much? Do you see how much there is? That's too much there. Just do less than that. I know, but you don't need to do that. So don't, just because you can spread it doesn't mean you can put lots on. So we'll do a little bit more. I'll do a little bit more glue on here.
I'm doing what you say.
Yeah, take a little bit less in your hand next time. Okay, that's all. Okay. A little bit less in your hand next time. Oh, that's glue, love. That's not sprinkles.
Oh.
I'll get the sprinkles in a second. Just let me finish putting the glue on for this bit, and then you can do the sprinkles over here.
That's all of it. I need to put all the sprinkles
You
on
need to
it.
just get a little bit out at a time though.
Okay.
So let me quickly show you again how much. About that much. And then when you drop it on, can you see? Yeah, you don't need to get big handfuls. Just leave, that's it, yeah? And then throw it and then go all over it like that. You see?
Yeah.
Lots of movement in your hand. That's it. That's it. Good. Oh, well done. Very good.
This much.
Yeah, and then just sprinkle it over the white, not where you've already got green. Sprinkle it over where there's glue. So there we are, that's coming on nicely. I can shake the excess off into your old bath, can't I? And then that won't go to waste. Right, so we will put some more. We can put a little bit more here. Look, watch. We'll put some more glue on, and we'll keep this going. And we'll finish off this colour, and I'll bring you back when we get to the next stage. So now I am ready for the transfers. I've finished painting. I realised late that I should have painted the tail red, so I did that, and I've also varnished it so that the transfers will go on nicely. So yeah, next up we'll be doing the transfers. I'm not going to do it now because it's quite late, but I did just want to quickly show that I've also got myself a little a shelf thing that I'm going to put it on. This is going to be the base, and I've offered it up, and this fits really nicely. I may trim it a little bit, take an inch or so off the front there. But that's about all I might do. At the moment it fits in really nicely in the space that I've got, but I might, as I say, might just trim an inch off the front. I'm going to decide on that. But then I'm going to do something similar to what I do for my chopping board dioramas. I'm going to have this sat. You can see it's a tail sitter. I should have put weight in the nose, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to glue it down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put basically a tarmac section at an angle. And I'll leave wood showing as well. So I will stain this probably first, paint it with glue both sides, stain it, and then build the diorama, but leave the wood showing because that's kind of how I like to do those. So it's a little bit of a stylized thing that I've got going, which I really like. And then when that base is done, which I'll do on camera, we'll stick this down, glue it in place, mount it onto the wall, and then every time I look at the picture of my dad that Angela got me for my 40th, the model of the plane that he loved will be below it. Now it's not the best job, it's probably the worst job I've done for a long time in terms of making a model, but I'm very pleased to have done it, and if and when I buy another one of these and do it better, I can always replace this on the display. But I think I'll probably keep it because this was done in memory of my dad, and I'm very pleased that I've got here and done it. So yeah, next up, transfers and starting to actually work on the display. Well, this project continues to go along slowly but steadily. So I've got some of the dinosaurs down on the painting bench now, and I've finished these first 4, as you can see, which I'm pretty pleased with. Particularly pleased with Triceratops, with the nice purple kind of like pattern on the back. I also received the little kids that are going to be going around the park. 6 kids, 4 on skateboards and 2 on roller skates, but I didn't realise that they were actually unpainted. So they arrived a little while ago, and I need to get them done. So yeah, so it's going slowly. I really do need to get my skates on because this won't be done by Christmas if I don't. So I'm going to have to really try and get this very nearly finished this week, I think, this coming week. At least start to work on the baseboard. One of the reasons why I've not started is I'm still unsure as to whether I'm actually going to use this or whether I'm going to build it on top of something else. So I really need to make that decision and get cracking. And then, as you can see, most of the dinosaurs that are left are the tiny ones, so they shouldn't take too long to paint. But yeah, so pleased that I've got some paint down. As I say, I've got about 6 or 7 down on the painting bench now, which I'm going to get painted today. I'll get started painting today, and then I can finish the final ones during the week. But yeah, it's a motivational struggle for me at the moment, just to want to do things, and it's too easy just to sit and stare at it and walk away. So let's see how much I can get done in the coming week, and hopefully then we'll see whether we're going to actually hit the target or not. So there you are. I think I realised while I was editing that why I thought I'd done lots of hobbying and why I was surprised at so few clips is because this week has involved doing things not on camera. For example, I've been progressing the Ardacon bottom table build, slowly but surely, just doing a little bit of modelling compound every couple of days. So that's actually taken a bit of time. That's taken up those 2 or 3 minute gaps I get when I'm working that I normally get most of my productivity done, and I just didn't turn the camera on because it is just me putting modelling compound on. So that's why I think there is this feeling that I've not been as, looking at the video, it doesn't look like I've been as productive as I actually have been. And I've also been doing more things with Rosie that weren't captured on film because it was just the repetitive side of it. So yeah, it has been a really good week, and you can see probably from the smile on my face that yeah, it's been nice. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really appreciate every single one of your comments, so don't be shy. Do say hello. If you've never commented before, it'd be brilliant to see you. And if you're one of my regular commenters, then let me say right now, just what a difference it makes to see you pop up in my comments every week. It really is awesome. I'm thinking about trying to get back to doing 2 videos a week. I've got so many backed up now that I could edit and put out on a Tuesday. So you also might see another couple of videos coming from me a bit more regularly. I need to clear out my hard drive. It's been months since I've done it. So yes, I need to get those done. So watch out for that. And I am also going to try and get another Battle Games of Middle-earth video completed. It may not now be until the new year. I am very busy, and Christmas obviously is a very busy period of time. But it'd be nice to get the build that I've been working on for 3 months now done. I've become so lazy, it's terrible. Anyway, thanks for watching. Rambly outro to kind of compare to the very short intro. I'll wrap up by saying, can't believe it, nearly Christmas. It's nearly been a year, just incredible. If any of you are impacted directly or indirectly by the horrible war in Ukraine, then my thoughts go out to you and anyone you know who may be in that horrible situation. And to everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.